the products. Also, I said it in this presentation that after taking into consideration what you want to achieve, you need to also look at the products that will help you to achieve your set objective. So we'll be looking at some of the products in a moment. So how do you get there? People will take your product as though it's their life depends on it. It's the next phase, and they then become a raving fan. They become unsolicited brand ambassadors. So whether you are giving them an incentive or not, it's not the incentive, it's not the commission that is driving them. They just love what your brand or your product represents. They are not just interested, they are committed. They are committed to whatever it is that you represent. They are committed to whatever your brand, the company you work with. As long as you say, I'm there, I'm there. I usually tell people way back in 2016 that even if I decide to start selling pure, if I decide to start selling firewood, there are people that will join me in that direction because they are committed to what I represent. So every thriving business or consultant that you see today, they have raving fans in their life. So if you see Michael doing well tomorrow, it is because they are raving fans that have become established in your life. So the period and the era of struggling is because you have not taken people from stair 1 to becoming stair 5. So if you perform, we said there are five levels of star rating in our compensation plan. The day you begin to get 5 stars every now and then is because it's not because you know the best way to do things. It's because there are so many raving fans who are not just interested in what concerns you, they are committed to whatever it is that you bring to the table. So, and that is the point we need to aim for. So, if that is the aim, if the step 5 is the level we all aim for, then what do you need to do to get there? How do you move 5 steps forward? You know, we said there are 5 steps. So I tag this, how do you move 5 steps forward? Number 1, be hungry for knowledge and success. And when we talk about being hungry for knowledge and success, I established earlier on that you need to know yourself, know all of those things. But not just about your own success, but about the success of the person you are pitching for or pitching to. You shouldn't just be all about yourself. If you help enough people actualize their own dreams will also be met. If you solve enough people's problems, your own problems will also be solved. So you should be hungry for success. And also when you are building a team, you should also look out for people who don't joke with knowledge and who are also eager to make success, to succeed legitimately. Number 2 is that be very intentional. We said some of these things earlier on, you're reiterating it now. Be very intentional. You can fall off a ladder by mistake. You can't climb it by mistake. So you have to be very, very intentional. If you want to move 5 stairs, you know that by closing a sale at customer level, it's not where to stop. By building and strengthening your relationship, the person will someday become a raving fan. But if you think becoming a customer is the ultimate prize, you will most likely stop at that point. But taking it a step further, by building relationship, by saying at all costs that whatever is promised to them is delivered to them, gradually makes you different. And they will sense that intentionality about you. So be very intentional. Build a team. Don't be a lone ranger. Don't say, I will only earn overriding commission. No. If from the bonus session I'm going to give, I will illustrate a couple of things on the board, and you will see that look, you have more potentials. While we've done our star rating system to reward you based on personal input, we also ensure that we do a thing so that you won't just be a lone ranger. You do things, you accomplish more by building a team. Next to it is put your customers first always. Put your customers first always. At no point in time will I put the company first ahead of the customer. And that is what informs the kind of products that we design. We are not sent to everybody. We also said it earlier on too, that if you do a marketing campaign and you attract everybody, you have not done well. As your campaign is meant to attract some people, it's also meant to repel some people. Some people will think, these people are not for us. It is good to always put your customer first. So I would not say because the company, I'm trying to protect the company, I would rather go the extra mile. If I need to sell off a personal thing to please a customer, I will do it. And I will also give this illustration here, practical examples. Like I tell people, I'm not more of a theory person. I've used part of my commission to renovate a property. When I say use my money, it is not 500,000, it is not 1 million. I bought jacuzzi into an apartment, repainted, rescreened, put sliding door in an apartment that when the company sold to the person, it was not part of the offer. They were not going to do anything, but I did provide that value. I gave that value. It's very, very important to put the customer first. One of those cases, I traveled to UK in 2022, sometime in August, and one of those clients that I did search for lodged me for about 10 nights in Sheraton in the UK. If I was to pay for it, as a matter of the first 2 to 3 nights that I stayed at High Street Kensington in London, part of London, I knew how much I spent. I spent almost 600 or 700 pounds. The next 5 days that I spent during that period was a customer got me a discounted rate elsewhere, but I still paid so much. I still paid over 1,000, and somebody now gave me 8 nights for free. I was about renewing. I just come. People took me out, gave me cheat of my life that would have cost me money, but all because I offered one value, because I put them first. I remember one of our projects that we're doing at some point in time. Somebody made the inquiry, said they missed out on particular, but that the friend of his told him that whatever Francis tells, and is it Francis you met? As long as it's Francis, go ahead. He would exceed what you have said. So always put that customer. People will speak about it. It will stand for you at some point in the journey of your business. So that is why I have to spend more time. So I know we want you to sell for Porsche. I know we want you to sell for SureFinder. We have a reward system for it, but in your thinking, in the kind of questions you ask, factor that customer. When your customer wins, you won't always need to reinvent them to make, you don't need to prime them to make another buying decision. They will constantly vouch for you. I remember trading off a Range Rover car I bought myself as birthday gift in 2022 because I needed to please some customers. It was not my company, but yet my name was on the line for them. I have customers that I write mail and I give personal guarantee because when they win, they open doors for me. One of them is the one that I said yesterday, gave me an appointment and we had meeting. People wish for those kind of miracles, wish for those kind of testimony, but are you willing to go the extra mile for that your customer? Are you willing to forfeit commission for that customer? I have had moments where I've used my commission, part of the commission that comes with, I split it to give you discount to the customer. Say, pay the money, I will credit your account like this. When you earn that trust, when you earn that loyalty, you want them for life. So we can wish for my testimony, but be willing to pay the price. Put the customer first. Be genuinely interested in their financial growth. So it's a follow-up to it. I said earlier on, if I meet you at 5 million level, how do we make you 50 million naira? What? How long will it take us? What is the strategy? That is what I am thinking of. If I meet you at 5 billion, how do we make you richer? Because by making them richer, I have also become richer. And it means that I will also have people, because every person you come across, if you are 1 billion naira worth today, the chances are high 5 to 10 people, close people around you, close allies of yours, are within that 5 billion to 10 billion. So if I make the other person richer, they will notice that something is different that he's doing, and they would want to know how. And before in the process, they get close to me. And that's why I have always transited my relationship with my customers. Most of them end up calling me their friend. So be involved and committed. Don't be passive. Go the extra mile. Don't be like the regular agent. Next is continuous engagement. Communicate even when there are no new deals. Even when there are no new deals, continue to engage with them. Continue to speak with them. And that is where we finish the 5 steps and what you need to do to activate those 5 steps. But the next thing where we round up that particular session is team building. So I'll quickly run through this. So time is a limited resource. Therefore, we must be creative and proactive by leveraging on team building. Time is of essence. Every one of us have 24 hours, but there are creative ways to have 240 hours. There are creative ways to have 2,400 hours. It is through team building. So if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. But I have always added one more step that have worked for me. If you constantly want to hit the jackpot, apply both. So, ordinary people, what do? They have 24 hours like every other person. What else is peculiar with ordinary people? They can only be at a particular place at a particular time. Mr. Michael, you are here right now. Taiwo, you are here right now. Emmanuel, you are here right now. I am here right now. Because we are operating currently at ordinary level. However, if we must hit the jackpot and if we must do that consistently, we must strive towards being extraordinary people. And what is required? It means that we must leverage on team building. So, like I said earlier on, everybody have 24 hours. But if you want to be extraordinary, if you want to have 240, it means that you need to have 10 other people in addition to yourself. Build team in addition with 10 other people. They all have 24 hours. Their own 24 hours multiplied by 10 becomes 240. If you want to have 2,400 hours, all you need to do is not stop at 10, is to make sure that you get to 100. One thing I will recommend is, while you are trying to win customers to yourself, one thing you could do is like waiting on God and you're now hoping is to have faith. But faith is not the same thing as hope. However, you won't just fold and say, I'm waiting on God, I'm hoping on God. There are things you will begin to do. Part of the things you should do when you are struggling to close your deals is to build team. Because it will be about the same period that you cut it, that they all get it, and everybody will move together. Else, you'll be looking like someone who is distant from them. So, one of the other things extraordinary people do is that they can duplicate their presence in multiple places at the same time. So, if you have built a team, and some are in a camp in Ibadan, redemption camp, some are in the US, which is one of the things I've done strategically. I have team members who are in Saudi Arabia. I have team members who are in US. I have team members in UK. I have team members in Nigeria. As long as I have value to offer, I have something to pitch, the basis to make them my team member. So it means that I am in Saudi. As a matter, one of the things I picked from those session is said there's a marketing jargons where identify your targeted market and all of those things. There's a name we called it. However, for me, that was also one of the things that helped me to know my niche, and I stayed around my niche, and I tried to drag and make people go on. When you know quality people, the kind of birthday gifts, the kind of greetings, the kind of places where people talk about you, the kind of places they recommend, the kind of doors are open for you is also different. So be in multiple places by building a team. It is called recruiting intelligence. So you have to be very intentional about people you build around your team. So together, everyone achieves more. So the moment it is just a few people that are achieving, it is not a team. And why did I have to include this? There is a difference between a group and a team. They all involve numbers of people, but the result, the output, is what determines whether one is a group or a team. So one of the reasons for this boot camp, for periodic trainings, periodic engagement, is to ensure that it is not an isolated case of people winning. It is a case where we all do well collectively. Everyone has a common goal, drive, hunger, and commitment. That's one of the things. So when you are also busy picking and building your team, you need to be very conscious of this reality. So you must come across people, or you must engage people who have who are hungry, who are committed, not that they are wanting to do. So there are people who you are trying to talk to who are not responding. You should be thanking God, because the energy you should be using to close more deals and win more people to your team, you'll be spending it in priming them. So I don't waste my time on people who are not ready to go the direction. I invest a bit of my time trying to prove to you it works. If you don't think I'm off, I possibly will get to a point where you won't be able to access me anymore. And that should be your own goal. Success is a best perfect response to any form of insult, to any form of somebody ignoring you. Results will put an end to insults. And that's the point where we end the presentation 2, where I talk about 5 steps to perpetuate steady income and team building. So let's look at some of our products, and so I can take it up from there. So one of our key products is known as Hydrogen Light. So Hydrogen Light avails people to be part of our shortlet business and earn rental income every 6 months. However, Hydrogen Light takes care of some of the concerns a customer may have by saying, what if my capital is also, what if this and what if that? So we design it in such a way that a part of your capital and a part of your profit is paid every 6 months. So I'll give you a perfect illustration. So if you invest, or your customer invests 10 million naira, 50% of 10 million naira is 5 million. If you add the 5 million naira to the 10 million, it becomes 15 million. So every 6 months, we pay the customer 3.750 thousand naira, which is a combination of the capital and profits. We pay every 6 months. And so by the time the person is getting to the 18th month, he has recouped the whole capital. So the fear of I could lose my money is eliminated. And they've made marginal profit. By the 24th month, they get the balance and it's all profit for them. So they've exited the system. So I'll run through it. Hydrogen light up your capital for balanced growth and quicker return. Experience a smart way to grow your wealth with Hydrogen Light, our 2-year ownership plan designed for those who seek quicker returns and balanced approach to getting their capital back. How we work? Join Hydrogen Light. Invest in a 2-year ownership plan with each priced at 1 million naira. You can get as many shares as possible. So these are project-focused investments, rental income, and it has collateral backing them. Post-dated checks are always given in rare cases. Most times now it's transfers that we do. So checks are not usually visible. For those who request for you can always give them post-dated checks. So enjoy attractive returns. Receive a total of 50% return over the 2-year term. 3, regular payouts. Benefit from consistent earnings as a portion of your principal and rental income is paid every 6 months. Ideal for frequent income. So if you are looking at any rental income, periodic rental income, Hydrogen Light is worth considering. So Hydrogen Light is perfect for those who want to enjoy rental income regularly without capital recoupment within subscription period. Seize the opportunity for balanced growth and consistent earning with Hydrogen Light. Hydrogen Fix. This is quite simple. Make your money work for you. Earn 90% in rental income in 3 years. The truth of the matter, earlier on, your 1 million naira can't build a house. It can't possibly buy a land in the kind of places we own properties. But we are saying that, look, if you can't achieve it alone, can you collaborate? Can you join us to do it together? So 1 million naira per share as well, just like Hydrogen Light, is a project-focused investment, rental income, collateralized assets. And how does it work? Fix up your capital for steady cash flow and growth. Embrace a new opportunity with Hydrogen Fix, where your capital works diligently to deliver substantial returns, enabling you to earn while safeguarding your funds for the future. So in this case, unlike Hydrogen Light, where capital and interest is paid every 6 months, in this case, it is just your rental income that is paid every 6 months. So your capital stays with us for 3 years, but your clients and your own rental income is paid every 6 months. So if somebody does 10 million naira, what it implies is that every 6 months you'll be getting 1.5 million naira. So can 10 million naira buy a house? No, but you'll be getting as much rental income as 1.5 million naira every 6 months, and over a 3-year period you will have earned rental income of 9 million naira, and you will still get your 10 million naira back. So your 10 million naira still comes back to you. So participating in a 3-year co-ownership plan with each share price at 1 million naira, you can get as many shares as possible, enjoy attractive returns, and a total of 90% rental income over the term, paid out every 6 months. Your capital is secure, your deposit remains safe throughout the duration of the plan. That's why we also back it up with asset collateral. At the end of the 3 years, receive your full capital back along with your final rental income. So the last rental income of 1.5 million naira, if you are doing 10 million naira, if you're doing 1 million naira, that's 150,000. You will now get it alongside with the capital at maturity. So it's a better way of saying your money is working for you. 1 million naira, like I said, is the least someone could use in gaining access to this. Ideal for hedging funds against devaluation. Ajoje Fix is perfect for those seeking a reliable income stream and capital protection. Earlier on, we said if you are doing multiple work, it is multiple struggle. Things like this is what makes you just know that alert will always come in every now and then. I remember talking to Dr. Lumide on the 5th of October last year, and he was talking to me that since 2014, his property in the UK, he said, never for once, end of the month, alert will drop. Alert will. So the person who manages it, I think maybe, is it about one of the properties used to do £1,200 every month since 2014. 2014, cool money. So we have created this. That's every month rent. So, but we have created a structure where every 6 months you are getting rental income. So buy to flip 2.0, you could either do at maturity 35% or 30% as upfront. So our upfront approach is, so for instance, I know of somebody, some people, a group of people who came together who want to do this upfront. Well, they bring the money together, they subscribe. Within 48 hours, we credit them back 30% if they are doing upfront. And it is only the capital that they collect at maturity. The other option is the one that, look, I want 35% and I want to collect it at maturity. So both the principal and the profit is given to them at maturity. So what do we do? 6 million naira per share, but we have land that is worth 15 million naira that we use as collateral. So whether it is upfront or whichever case, we give you that land worth 15 million naira as collateral, and you just know that as soon as we refund your capital back to you, we collect our land back. We are not planning to sell our land. So that's one of the reasons why we did it that way. So it is backed by collateral, and that is land in this context. So the other one is we have a few plots of land. Like I said, land is not our objective at Porsche, but we have just few units that we want to trade off in Mowe, and 300 square meters sells for 9 million naira. However, we are currently running an offer that sells for 6 million naira. The moment if more of buy to flip comes in, we will keep our land, we will withdraw this product. If we have more buy to flip that comes in, we won't sell the land again. We'll keep our land, and we know it will be worth much more than even 15 million in another 6 months to 12 months. So the properties that we always use for collateral are properties backed that are C of all good titles, let me put it that way. So the other one is our cooperative. This is the cheapest way for people to join our cooperative or to be part of something big, because one, our cooperative also owns shares in Porsche. So it's a way of saying, look, even with my 500,000 we will push our journey into greatness. So, top 7 reasons why you should be part of Kolaboku. Duly registered and certified with the constituted body managing cooperative within Lagos State. 2 is the management and executive team of Kolaboku are innovative and positive, disruptive entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs with proven track record. So we have people with proven track record. Leverage our numbers to own massive real estate investment portfolio. We are trying to own 10% equity within Posh Shield, and the truth is that offer ends in May. So whatever stake we are able to own, we stick with it. Delegate slots on the company's board. If the cooperative is able to actualize 10%, they end up having representatives on the board. Group and individual discounted offers on choice properties. So when members want to buy properties, they get discounted offers. So assured prosperity and prosperity. So as individuals, as a corporate team, we go together, we win together. We are prosperity and posterity inclined. Next is a direct opportunity for people to own stake in Posh Shield. So either as an individual with 5 million naira, you can be a shareholder in Posh Shield. You can reach us for more details. We will have one-on-one session. It's not a so even if you have prospects who are interested, it is not the way road. And as a matter of fact, like I said, if we look at what the cooperative have and what has gone yesterday, 5% of it has also gone. We only want to trade 15%. 5% is gone yesterday. The cooperative is less than 2% at the moment. If more people join the cooperative may also have maybe 2 or more percent before that. So the remaining shares, if other people buy, it's all gone. But 0.1% stake goes for 5 million naira. Group purchases could be will start from 50 million naira, which is 1% stake. Benefit of group purchases is the fact that they could get assets of 50 million naira worth for 5%, but they get property worth 125 million naira after. Like I said, anybody or if you have customers who are interested, there's a proper presentation slide for that one. So if you see that you invite the person over to the office or you schedule a meeting, we will have the meeting online and the person will see where they belong. I can assure you, there's nobody who see that opportunity who will not want to grab it, except they don't have the money. But if they have the money and the means on ground, they know that with some of the strategies that we have in place, in the next 12 to 18 months, it's going to be massive. Upcoming events, something very good, massive is happening, and it's our responsibility to all push it. It's called TGS, the Game Changer Summit, and we'll be having Dr. Olumide Manuel speak there. Our board chairman, Ogodre of Nairametrics, will also be speaking there, and we'll be having Ireneka from CEO of Legacy Investment in the UK and Dubai will also be speaking at the event. The event is Saturday 3rd and Sunday 4th, May 2025. Sales ratio. The rate earlier on today, someone asked the kind of sales I can close, and there are people who may not be able to do that. What causes it is sales ratio. So my own sales ratio, I have gone to the point where for every 10 people I talk to, the chances are very high that I will close between 7 to 8 deals. Because number one, I know how to identify the people I'm sent to. To those you are sent to, you are a miracle worker. To those you are not sent to, you are a noise maker. So I focus more on people who can buy and people who will buy. There are those who can't buy and those who will not buy. Those who can't buy may desire to buy, but they can't afford it. So my sales ratio is on the good side, but it didn't become that. I didn't become 8/10 or 9/10 or 10/10 all of a sudden. What will take you there is what I am recommending right now. For you to improve on your sales ratio, you need to apply the principle called funnel principle. You will realize that the funnel looks big at the top, but narrow at the bottom. So what it simply means, that's why I said I have to find ways to bring it on as a bonus session so that you can begin to initiate it. If your sales ratio is 1 to 10. It means that you possibly, for every 10 people you talk to, one person makes a buying decision. So if you want to sell 10 to 10 people, it means that you need to find ways to expand the top of the funnel and add 100 people so that your conversion will be 10. So when your conversion increases to 5 over 10, it means that even when you talk to 50 people, you will add more sales. So the funnel principle tells you that you need to increase the number of people you are talking to. One of the to-do lists for us as individuals participants in this training today is to go and write down at least 50 people who can sell with you. That is, people who can refer other people to you, whether as company associate or business associate, who can be part of your team. The other part is to write 50 people or as much as 100 people who can buy any of our products. That is part of the actionable steps you need to take. You can hear everything today. If you don't take some of these practical bonus steps that I'm telling you, you will still come back not showing results. Compress tasks of 4 weeks and get it done in 1 week. That's another step to take. So you filled up the funnel. Instead of saying, I will talk to that person next week, or the other one per week, crash everything. Get it done in 1 week. You will see that next week there will be new things to still do. There will be next thing. If you have spoken to people today and they made buying decision this week, it means that next week, instead of talking to them, you can get referrals from them. Or you can service that relationship all through next week and then get referral per week. But if you are still procrastinating, it means it will take you a longer period to achieve your goals. Next is follow up. So filling up your funnel is not sufficient. Consistent follow up is what also makes the people on the other side to know that you are serious and committed to what you are doing. So you follow up both your team you are building, and follow up on the numbers that you have generated, the leads you have generated. So upsell and ask for referrals. So create market centers. So as I'm talking to us here, this is where I off my mic for today. As I'm talking to us here, if online we have just 20 people and physically we are less than 10, the same thing that I've shared, the same thing Dr. Clement has shared, the same value we have derived today, if 1,000 people are all involved listening to it, will the value reduce or will it be the same value? It's still the same value. So it means that if you take your product, if you decide to be talking to one person, it's good. But if you also decide to say, I will talk to this company, we will write proposal to this company, we will go and do presentation in this company, and they bring all their staffs and they say 100 people listen to you and 30 people make buying decision. Is it not better than talking to one person? The chances are very slim that even if you talk to one person and they give you may not be able to convince all of them. But somebody who was not even planning to buy, they see somebody who earns more than making a buying decision and say, I won't be left out. Or somebody asks a question and it triggers a decision. So build market centers, work with market centers, go address your marketing opportunity in clusters. And that is what market centers are. With this few points of mind, I believe that this bonus is sufficient to get us started and put us on the pedestal where we win and win consistently. Thank you very, very much. I will run through the announcements myself because of some of the opportunities. So, close a deal and the game changer summit for free. Okay, close some deals when you make sales and you can attend the game changer summit TGS 2025 for free. Achieve 1 star and get access to non-residential package. Close a deal and get the game changer summit 2025 for free. So based on our compensation plan, if you sell 1 star, you will get access to the residential package. So the Game Changer Summit, we have residential package, we have non-residential package, and we have the virtual. But it can't, the residential and the non-residential can be compared to virtual. We feel for those who will join us online because there are people that will not be able to join us. We only have 50 seats reserved. So everybody can be accommodated. So for those who desire to be there either as a partner or as a paying participant, the earlier they do that, the better. So if you achieve 1 star, you will have access to non-residential. If you achieve 2 star, you get access to residential. So you will sleep there, you will eat the food we are eating, you will sleep with the facilitators, a number of things that you will be able to enjoy. So to be sure that we are all on the same page, and what is the volume of sales that you must make to get 1 star?
10 million to 19.
Fantastic. 10 million to 19.9 million naira. You will get 1 star. So if you make that volume of sales between now and before the 15th of next month, 15th of April, you will get this. So achieve 2 star and get residential. 2 star is 20 million naira and above, and you get a residential package. Benefits of non-residential, world-class lecture, all of those things, buffet dinner, enjoyment of the lifetime. So while you are learning, you are enjoying your life too. So residential delegates get premium luxury rooms, world-class lecture. So that is for our partners. So for all of you on this call, that is one of the ways you can qualify. Just selling the product, you don't need to buy the ticket. The ticket actually sells for 1 million naira for residential. Any bed is 700,000, but it's 1 million naira. After the 15th of this, it becomes 1 million naira. So, but what we are saying is for the residential, you can get it for free by just selling product. You get your commission and you still get your residential ticket. Residential, it is 500,000 naira, but we are saying that look, there's 300,000 naira for non-residential, but we are saying you can still get that one for free by just getting 1 star. You still get your 1 star is still useful for you at the end of the year, but yet you still use it to gain access and you still get your commission. So that's that. So, but for our customers too, we feel that they could also now benefit. So while we are working out how you should benefit, we said that our customers, we should always put them as a priority. So what we also did is there are ways they can buy, they can key in. Number one, if they buy 4 units of Collabo shares, they can attend the virtual event. If they buy any of our Georgia variant, Save Plus, and do 5 million naira worth of products, so any customer that does 5 million naira, they will attend that event, but as non-residential. But any customer that does 10 million naira and above, they will attend as residential delegates. So instead of them paying, they will attend and they'll be able to get value from whatever it is. So additional incentive. So when you are telling your people, when you are buying the residential package or they qualify by way of this, what happens is that they get opportunity to pitch their products. So if somebody is doing, let's assume is into manufacturing, is into travel and tours, they will have opportunity to come and do brief presentation to all the participants in that. So we have brought in quality audience and they will be able to do what they need to do. We are looking at also having FCMB be part of this as sponsors, and they would like to offer mortgage facility. As soon as that is perfected, these are a number of privileges so people can access mortgage facility during that period. During that event, so we will also be launching our mortgage service provider known as Levula at that event. Our official numbers are available for any one of you who would like to see me in person or come to the office or have a session, private session with me. We could schedule an appointment for that. The question about all materials, products, and all of that will be dropped on the various groups. And so there is a dedicated group for shop finders. As soon as you make sales, you'll be upgraded to that group. If you are in the Shop Connect group at the moment, you will be upgraded as soon as you make sales. So when you need to make sales, ask all your questions in the Shop Connect group, and we will be glad. Our team will be on ground to attend to you, and we'll take it off from there. So, any other question? Thank you very much, and bye for now.